Now we're live.
Alright,
So
we
welcome
are.
everybody. What?
No, not. No, I was just saying we are live.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Yeah. So apparently, like, the story is there was a National Corvette Museum, and then I guess out of nowhere, a sinkhole happened, and multiple of the Corvette cars that were at this place
And these
fell
are
in.
classic Corvettes.
Yeah, yeah. These are expensive Corvettes. So a 1993 ZR1 Spider, 2009 ZR1,
So
a
now you can
19
see the sinkhole right here. Can you see it
yeah.
on the screen?
Hold up.
Because I'm trying to do like a screen capture
Oh yeah,
of the
yeah,
thing.
yeah. You're on it.
And here's pictures of what that's a massive fucking hole.
Damn, that is
Those
crazy.
cars look like toys in there.
I know.
That's ridiculous. And they're known to get. I've heard a lot of times Florida gets a lot of them.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I've never actually like seen one.
I've seen one. It wasn't this big, but it was like probably
Yeah,
like maybe 2 feet wide. So like if you were walking in the dark, you could trip and fall in it. So apparently a massive sinkhole opens up under a Kentucky museum Wednesday morning, swallowing up several vintage rare Corvettes. It's estimated to be 25 to 30 feet deep and 40 feet wide. That's crazy. 6 of the cars in the sinkhole are owned by the museum. 2 others are owned by General Motors. Before we do anything like remove the cars, we want to do an assessment so we know if there's been any structural damage to the Sky Dome. The museum is closed for the day. And as of right now, no injuries have been reported. And Bowling Green city spokesman said. So that's a good thing. No one's hurt. You can always replace a car, even though they're vintage cars.
yeah,
And Corvettes are basically collector's items.
yeah. Oh yeah, they are. Like my grandpa, who is dead now, but he used to have like 3 or 4 Corvettes. He used to always go to these Corvette shows and everything.
I've never been a fan of Corvettes.
Yeah.
First question I got: why do you want to travel the country in a van, like in a VW van?
Well, why not? Like, I don't know. Like, there are certain people who like to travel more by airplane. Um, I would rather travel like road trip style, just because you can see more things like on the way. Like if you were on a plane, it's a one way. But like if you were on the ground driving and you saw, I don't know, like something you wanted to check out, you can pull over.
So what about like traveling on a train or something like that? Because you would still be able to see the country.
Yeah, you would, but you really wouldn't have control over the situation. Like you couldn't say, "Hey, stop the train. I want to check this out."
True.
You know?
Have you ever traveled by car like around the country or no?
Yeah, we drove from Las Vegas to Florida. I mean,
That's a
when
kind of
we
long drive.
yeah, yeah, it sure is.
That was probably what like when you first moved here.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're moving, I mean, but you
yeah.
never did like your family just never randomly took a trip somewhere where you drove.
I mean, we done when we lived in Washington. We would like travel to California.
Yeah, that's still a kind of a far drive, driving down the coast.
Yeah, we also drove from Washington to Nevada, which that took like I think 24 hours.
One of those VW vans.
Well, I think it'd be a lot cheaper because you could just pull over at like a Walmart if you want to and go to sleep. Well, they're not. No, I mean, I've seen a couple of them that they come in like different like sizes, kind of. Cause like some of them have like a stove and everything like built inside of it.
So you're looking more like a motorhome.
No, I don't want a
I mean,
motorhome.
if I was willing to travel the country, give me a motorhome because you would have you
Yeah,
basically have everything you need. You just pull over at like a rest stop. You have TV, which I don't care about, but you'd have like a microwave, a stove, so you could still cook. You wouldn't have to eat
yeah,
out every night.
yeah. And a motorhome would obviously have more like space.
Would you pretty much want to work in a music studio and record like local bands?
Yeah, yeah. I would love to do that
Like
actually.
actually be like I guess you could say like a music producer.
Yeah, I've looked into that actually. 'Cause,
'Cause I honestly would I think I would love to do something like that because you're not technically in the band, but you still have an insight of telling the band this sounds good or you
yeah,
can do this better. So
exactly. I mean, you're not in the band, but you play a part. Yeah, like
I
there are
mean you
people
could get garage
nowadays.
band or
Yeah, there are people nowadays with like built-in studios in their house.
that's what I would seriously want. If I had my own house, I would want to get like a built-in mini studio so I could create whenever the hell I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Like that would be pretty sweet.
Because I think as a musician or a singer or rapper, you always want to create, but you don't want to pay whatever it is to go to a studio, like $200 just to record one song or something.
Yeah, and like sometimes you'll get into a groove where you'll think you could be making some good stuff and you want to record it right then and there.
But
So
I know if you go to a studio and having other people insight on your music can make your music better though.
yeah, you
Because
can.
it's like people will push you to make your song better than what you think it is.
Yep.
That's why I've had friends that were in bands that would tell me, "Do you like the song? Do you not like it?" And I would give them insight, and I think that would help them with their creative process. Okay, here's the question: would you rather have a skinny chick or a chubby chick? Okay, here's the option: Rosie O'Donnell or Miley Cyrus.
Oh God. I
On one
would
hand,
probably
you got a fat chick. On the other hand, you got a girl who's twerking it and smoking drugs.
well, I guess I'll go with drug user.
That would be a real bad thing if you had to choose between those two.
Yeah, it
Because
would.
Rosie O'Donnell is not that attractive, and I'm not really attracted to Miley Cyrus.
I thought Miley Cyrus was pretty good looking, like before she went crazy. Like,
Now she's like super skinny.
yeah, super skinny with like really, really short hair. I don't know. I just don't like it.
She has the Justin Bieber hair going on.
Speaking of Miley Cyrus, did you see the her dad played a part in this rap video? And it's like there's like a bunch of girls like twerking in it and everything, and like then there's a part where they like mention Miley Cyrus twerking in the video, and her dad is like rocking out on the guitar.
Why would he even be in a rap song?
I don't know,
I
but
mean, this dude hasn't been popular for years. Is it because his daughter's been in the news so much? That's how he's getting his name talked about.
I think it has something to do with that for sure.
But no, I didn't even know he was in a rap video. It's like, and it's
Yeah,
funny when you have rappers that do country music.
like it's this rapper I've never even heard of before. His things like Buck 22 or something. Never heard of him.
I know there's a country guy that raps. He's a black country guy and he raps,
Yeah, there's
which
also
I think is kind of weird. You're mixing country with rap.
there's this guy named Colt Ford. He's just like a white country hick, and he raps. And it's just kind of weird.
Is it be? Do you think he would never make it as just a hip hop artist?
I don't think those guys would ever make it as a hip hop
Because
artist.
I don't see why a lot of people, if they love rap music, but they have a country flavor to it, it's like you trying to make yourself unique or something. Okay, what do you like better, rock music or rap music?
You know, that's funny. I was actually thinking about that the other day. I was like if I had to take away one genre, would it be rap? I think so. I think I would much rather listen to like Led Zeppelin and like Pink Floyd and like all those like rock bands over like
So you're telling me you'd
rap.
rather listen to like Aerosmith over Eminem?
A lot of people would be shocked with my answer because they would think that I'm such an Eminem fan. But yeah, I would really rather listen to rock.
You think rap will will always be around, like rock music is?
I don't know, man. Like the way rap is now, it's becoming a lot like pop.
It's
So
more commercial.
yeah, it's like, and some of it doesn't make any sense. It's not even music. It's like a bunch of words, you know.
Listen, no other genre of music makes up these stupid slang words, and then they get like little kids that are like in their teenage years talking about them all over social media.
Yeah, the sad thing about it is rap is really influenced, and they could have used it to influence people in a good way
Wait, what does that mean?
because they could have influenced these kids to do something good. Instead, they influence them to walk around saying stuff like swag and YOLO, which is stupid. Exactly.
And a lot of times people sound dumb when they talk just purely slang. They sound uneducated.
I know it sounds
I
really
don't have,
ghetto and
I'll put it
stupid.
this way, I don't have any problem if people talk slang or um, whatever, but if that's all they talk, they do come across as an uneducated person. Okay, next question. Would you rather go to Amsterdam or would you rather go to Canada?
Hmm. You know, I heard, like my stepdad told me this, and I'm not sure if it's true or not. I have yet to see like an article about it or anything. But what he told me was that Amsterdam has made weed illegal to tourists. Like you can't even go into a cafe anymore if you are a tourist.
I mean, it's
So
possible. I mean,
yeah, so I mean, if that is indeed true, then I would probably much rather go to Canada. So.
okay, true or false? Tennessee Titans win the Super Bowl next year.
I wish, but I'm going false. Even though I'm a big fan and I want them to, they're just not even that good of a team yet.
Okay, true or false? LeBron James would whoop Michael Jordan on a one-on-one basketball game. Would smoke him. And I'm
Uh,
talking Michael Jordan in his prime.
that's false.
You don't think he could smoke Jordan?
No, I think LeBron. I think a match between LeBron and Jordan would be a good match, but I don't think LeBron would smoke him.
You think it'd be a close game?
Yeah, I do.
Who do you think has better skill set, Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay, who's a better quarterback, Steve Young or Peyton Manning?
uh, you ask people that, and some people, I don't know, like Peyton Manning is a really good player, but like for some reason when it comes to like playoffs, something happens where he just he like almost like I don't know if he like
Is it the pressure?
yeah maybe, but I guess I'd probably go with Steve Young.
Because Steve Young brought the Niners, what, like 3 Super Bowls or something?
Yeah, I believe Peyton Manning only has one Super Bowl, and that was with the Colts.
Yeah, that was with the Colts. I don't know why that dude just cracks under the pressure under big games.
I don't know.
It reminds me the UFC, Uriah Faber. That dude always gets
Yeah,
title shots and always loses.
yeah,
Is he just not that much better than he's better than most fighters, but is he not better than a champion?
yeah. Like he's good enough to win fights, but not good enough to be the champion.
Next question. So if you can only have one social media website and one only, the original MySpace or Facebook of 2014, which one would you pick and why?
Oh man, I would rather have the old school MySpace. It to me it was just so much better. Like overall,
Do you
like
like it because you could customize your own, basically make like your own website kind of?
yeah, like I like to be like original, so I like to like make my own things, and so the part where you could create your own profile, like you could literally almost create your own like website pretty much on MySpace. Like you could make it totally different than anybody else's.
And it's always cool, I thought, when you'd go on someone's page and they would have like a certain song, and it might be a song you never heard of, and you end up liking it and finding out, oh, this dude likes
Yeah,
this kind of music, and
yeah, that was also a cool thing where you could like make an entire playlist almost, and so whenever somebody would view your profile, that playlist would start to play. Yeah, I mean Facebook had some cool like ideas, but overall it's retarded, especially nowadays with all of the like sponsor ads that pop up on the timeline.
it's kind of, I'll say this, it's weird because I'll be Googling like I was Googling one day like a lot of different microphones, and when I went on to Amazon, I went to Amazon and looked at all these microphones. When I went to Facebook, I don't know how they knew it, but all the ads were for the same microphone that I was researching.
Yeah, that's just weird, ain't
I'm
it?
like, how'd you know that I was looking for like one of these things right here, and they all popped up with ads? I'm like, how do you know that? Have you seen ads yet in Instagram?
No.
Instagram has ads. I've only seen it once, but it was for like a car, and it's a little picture and it says like an ad, but it's not connected to your profile. You just scroll through when you're scrolling through. There's ads
Uh,
pop up.
yeah, I forgot who bought Instagram. I forget who it was.
Facebook. It was Facebook.
Oh, oh, it was?
Yeah, it was Facebook for like it was like almost $1 billion, and it was only 4 people that I heard that created this stupid app.
Well, then that explains why there's ads popping up on it.
Do you like vlogging or making your gameplay videos more, or do you like doing the podcast more?
Um,
Which one do you get more joy out of doing?
I don't know. I mean, the podcast I think was a pretty good idea. It's it's fun and it's not just like one topic. It's like a bunch of topics. So
And
I
it's getting
think
a lot of
that
views.
yeah, it's getting a lot of views as well. Uh, I do like to vlog still though. Like I mean that's what I came into YouTube doing. So like regardless, I may not post a lot of vlogging videos nowadays, but I still love to do it.
I love to vlog for the simple fact that when I go places and I do stuff, I don't know if you do this, but sometimes I'll go back and look at a video of mine on YouTube that I did like a year ago just to see my experience of if I traveled or I did something just to see what
Yeah,
happened. And I think it's a cool experience because I'm like, oh, I remember doing that.
yeah, I do that sometimes as well. It's pretty interesting.
That's why I've always tried to categorize my videos, put like a playlist for my travel videos, and
Yeah, I've been trying to make some playlists
but it's funny when I go back.
recently.
Sometimes I'm like, that video's horrible because I wasn't. I think my vlogging skills are better now than they were like a
Yeah,
year ago.
yeah, for sure.
Okay, would you rather have a VW bus or a VW Baja bug?
Well, you would probably have the Baja Bug, but I would rather have the VW Bus.
I just think those cars look like a beast, though.
Yeah, they are a beast.
So, what in life actually makes you happy?
Traveling and being outside, the thing nowadays is people would rather be on their iPhones and their iPads and playing video games than be outside. It's sad, but it is what it is.
I mean, if there was more, I mean, yeah, there's stuff to do outside where I live, but I would rather be living where more towards the springs, so it's easier to get to.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's one thing if like you don't have transportation or whatnot, but some people have transportation and everything and would rather sit inside.
And that's when
Um,
the people tell you straight up, I'm bored, there's nothing to do. Really?
yeah,
Go to the beach. No, I don't want to.
yeah,
Go to the movies. No, I don't want to. Well, I'm giving you ideas what to do, and you're telling me there's nothing to do.
I know. So
Go
I
to the
mean,
park. No, that's boring. Play an iPad. Fuck yeah, I'm going to do that all day.
yeah, that's really how it works, and it's kind of sad, but
It's because technology is everywhere.
yeah, it's
I heard an article, people, when you leave, people treat their cell phones like it's their best friend. So when they leave their cell phone at home, people freak out. They'll
oh
drive, like
yeah,
if they drove like 20 miles, they'll turn around and be like, nah, I got to get my phone. And then they'll
no,
drive back, which I'm like, I remember the days of not having a phone.
yeah. See, I'm not big on cell phones. Like, I don't even want a phone personally. See, the only phone I've got is this little thing here. It's nothing cool.
I mean, my phone, I wouldn't say it's like cool or I wouldn't say it's like a new phone, but honestly, I only use it when I take pictures or I take like a vlog with it or something. I don't, or someone texted me. I don't really use it going online or
Yeah, me either.
I'll go on and be like, okay, I'll vlog because it shoots HD video, and that's where most of my vlogs now come from. Instead of using these kind of cameras, I just use my phone because it's in my pocket.
I actually went to one of the springs the other day, and they had this pond there, and it said, "This pond was not made by nature, but was made by humans." And I'm cool with that. I mean, if you want to make something out of nature, I mean that's pretty cool.
I mean, I think people they get bored when they go out into the woods or uh, they're not prepared.
Yeah,
It's like you see those hikers that go up in those big hikes. They're not prepared if they get lost or
that's true. Yeah, I rode my bike to the store when I first moved here, and I started like gagging, like I was throwing up, but there was nothing to throw up, so I was just like, oh man, it was bad.
and if you're not used to like I guess like I say I'm now somewhat used to the humidity, but when I first moved
Yeah,
here, I was like, damn, it's so hot. Because I'm not used to going outside and you just constantly just sweat.
yeah, like when I first came here, I got off a plane and I walked out, and it was like I was like, holy shit, I can't breathe.
It
'Cause
feels,
it was,
seriously, it feels like you get hit with a shotgun blast through the chest and all it is heat.
yeah, and the funny thing is, people who don't live in Florida, they don't know, like they don't know about it.
People, when they come to Florida, they come this time of year and they're like, oh, it's 60 degrees out. That feels comfortable. Well, come
Yeah,
back in June and they'll be like, that's ridiculous.
Exactly. It'll be hell.
Because people come from like New York in the wintertime. They're like, I would love to live in Florida. We'll come during like July, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's still 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, I see like people driving with like Detroit plates and like Minnesota, all those
I see
cold
a lot of
places.
Canadians driving through
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
yeah, Canadians as well.
They always, I think they're going toward. They always go towards, I think Disney World.
Yeah.
Okay, this would not be a realistic fight, but do you think Sonic the Hedgehog could beat up the Mario Brothers in a street fight?
Oh God. See, I'm from the old school era, so I love Mario.
Well, you could
I
say Sonic is old school as well.
I hate Sonic. Okay,
Honestly, I
I don't
was a
know why I
Sega.
just hate him.
Honestly, I was a Sega Genesis fan.
Yeah,
If Sega was still around making consoles, I would probably have a Sega console over anything.
yeah.
I was a diehard Dreamcast fan.
But if we're talking realistic, Sonic versus Mario in a street fight, obviously Sonic is way too fast for Mario.
But Mario has those fireballs.
Yeah, but Homeboy's way too fast. He just dodges out of the way every time, and then he run up to him and kick him in the face.
Bowser versus Eggman.
Okay, what's the best video game you ever played in your entire life?
Shoot,
It
best
could be
video,
old school or it could be like PlayStation 4 game.
man. One of my favorite games was the brand new Grand Theft Auto that came out. I mean, that game was really fun, offline and online.
I would say some of the games that I like are like the old school Mega Man games.
Oh yeah,
The old school like the original Mario game, like Mario
Mario.
1 and Mario 3. I think Mario 3 you could probably still play that nowadays and get enjoyment out of it.
I I also loved Mario Kart. That was a fun game.
I love the Mario Kart, the original for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah. I
And I
also liked
remember
the one
playing it for
for
Super
the
Nintendo and for the
four.
64.
Yeah, the 64 one was pretty cool too. I also one of my favorite games though, Metal Gear Solid #2. That thing was intense.
I would say the best racing game I ever played was the Gran Turismo games.
Yeah, Gran Turismo.
If you're into
Yeah,
like basically street cars, I think that and like the Need for Speed games are the two best racing games ever made.
yeah. Need for Speed, the Underground. That was pretty sweet because you could legitimately customize the car from like neon lights to nitros to like anything.
I remember the very first time I played Need for Speed Underground 2 was actually on the PS2 online,
Yeah,
and that was so it was I think it was probably dial up back then.
yeah, it probably was.
And I thought I was like big shit playing online, and I don't think I even had a microphone. I don't even think you could talk to the people.
Yeah, I remember way back, like if you wanted to like play with your friend, like you had to like get this cord that would like connect from one system to the next system, and then you guys could like play each other. Like it was,
What's your next video? Your next YouTube
um,
video?
um,
Is it
I
you
don't
jumping out of a tree?
know. Nah,
Did you actually even know how to do slow motion on Sony Vegas?
I don't right now. No.
I made a slow motion tutorial, and then I made a tutorial that I uploaded. I think I tagged you both in them where you can do like the split screen where you can have like
Yeah,
one video over here and one video on the other side.
I did watch the split screen one.
That's good. That would be good when you make if you do it by yourself, like when you do your like rap videos. It would make it more entertaining if you had one side showing something and you doing something, and you could probably
Yeah,
make like a interesting video.
yeah, that's true.
I'm just figuring this shit out myself because I've honestly
Yeah,
never even used the program, and I'm just figuring all that stuff out. So I'm like, if I'm learning the knowledge myself, why not help other people out who are searching for the video on YouTube? Or I guess that's
yeah,
all I do. I go up here, but for some reason, ever since I got my new computer, when I record, it makes the video fast forward and the audio out of sync.
oh
And all you
God.
do is go up to here, and as you can see me right up there. Because all you're basically doing is going up to the option setting,
Yeah,
or no, I should say video setting. You click your webcam, and it brings up whatever frame rate you want, like HD. You click it, and as you can definitely see, I'm recording a clip. And now when I'm done recording the clip, my clip is right here. But you can
yeah,
see the audio is or the video is not synced with the audio.
yeah. I don't.
Now watch the
Yeah.
video. See, you can see I'm moving fast forward. And I don't
Wow.
know why it does that. My old computer, it sank. It did it perfectly. Okay, see the movie maker right here? Or
Yeah,
live movie maker?
yeah,
Right up here, it's probably not going to... Oh, it will let me. But you can record a video. As you can see, you're recording the video. And then when you're done, you just hit save and your video is right there. Like I do sometimes, so when your video starts, it fades in and fades out.
yeah. That's true. It looks a
And you could
lot
do like...
better.
You see the event button where it says event and crop?
Yeah.
You can make it like widescreen. Let's see if I can do it. If you can see, you can make your video widescreen.
Oh wow.
So now your video
Okay.
looks more like a movie, which I think
Yeah.
is that's why I love using this software.
Yeah. The
I can definitely
software
see
is
my
pretty
skills.
legit.
I can definitely see my skills like improve and just I get more enjoyment now out of making videos because of that program. Windows Movie Maker, it's cool, but it's
It's so
boring to edit
basic.
on. It's
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah. It is.
That's why I was uploading that. I took that picture and posted on Instagram of me video editing.
Yeah.
I was editing for like an hour and I wasn't like, oh, this sucks. With that being said, guys, thanks for watching another podcast. You can check him out at NDFX on YouTube
Yeah.
or Nick the Cracker on Twitter.
Nick the Cracker.
As you can see his username at the bottom of the screen, so just type in the NDFX and you can find him. We'll
Yeah.
see you guys next time.